Hello and welcome to the Tock workshop. Today is a momentous day indeed. This room that I'm currently sat in that looks like the cross between a student dorm room and a prison cell is actually the new workshop. So let me tell you what happened. I was working on the last set of videos, which was making up a set of hand levers. I come round to editing everything together and I noticed this. Can you see that? Everything is moving all over the place. And not only is this bad for construction, it's also terrible for filming. So I made an executive decision. I've put the clockmaking on hold just for a little bit and decided to crack on with getting the workshop finished. So let me show you what I've been doing so far. Right, the last time I showed you the workshop was in the first video and it looked like this. Well, this is what we have now. Isn't it magnificent? I'll be honest with you, I know bugger all about bricks and mortar, so I was lucky enough to rope in the old man and my uncle to get the walls up. Many thanks to you guys. Next we got the rafters in and covered the lot with some ply. Felt over the top, sealed everything up, and then the fascias, soffits and guttering went in. It's worth mentioning at this point that at least half of the materials in this build are reclaimed. We've been going out and trying to scavenge as much as we can, and this includes these windows and doors. We threw in this RSJ. This will give us a decent hoisting point in the future. We're not just going to be building clocks and watches, we've got a couple of other bigger jobs that we want to do in the future, and this will help with that. Next, I sectioned off the room that I'm currently sat in. This room is going to be the studio, and it's for all of the light works, so the electronics, the assembly and disassembly, model building, all of that kind of stuff. I started by building a couple of stud walls, threw in a door frame, and then covered one side in this reclaimed cladding. I bung some insulation into the cavity, lined the inside walls and ceiling with some plasterboards, which some of you call gypsum, and then cracked on with the electrics. I've got a simple 240 volt ring main in for all of the sockets, and I've got this 12 volt transformer in for all of the lights and this 12 volt extractor fan in the ceiling that I took out of a computer. I know that this is really messy at the moment, but this is work in progress and I'll finish it up later this week sometime. We put in a couple of cheap kitchen carcasses as a temporary solution until I can build some proper cabinets, and then I covered the tops with these reclaimed office desks and I cut these into shape. Next the fuse board went in, and then we laid out this dirty grey armoured cable all the way down into the main fuse board into the house. Now this is not a job that should be attempted by an amateur, so luckily for me the old man is a sparky, so that's another bill that I've managed to wiggle my way out of. Okay, that should bring you guys pretty much up to date. As you can probably tell, I've still got a load of jobs that I need to do in this room. The next job that needs to be done in this room is I want to build some wall cabinets, custom fit them in to try and make as much use of this space as possible. Then, and I'm probably going to do a little video on this, I'm going to make a little chest of drawers in here to keep all of my main watch and clock making tools. All of the hand tools can go in there. And then, right, you guys can probably hear this, is the sound in this room isn't very good. There's loads of echo and reverb and loads of noise that we don't want. So you've probably seen this stuff before in the background of other YouTubers' videos. This is acoustic treatment. It's not soundproofing. There is a difference. So hopefully, after I've got this stuff positioned on the walls and ceilings properly, this place should sound a little bit more like a studio. Then I can move on to the main job, the next big job that I've got, which is doing the main workshop. Now, as I said before, this room is for all of the light work. So all of the carpentry, the metal cutting, all of the big tools, the lathes, the bandsaws, the pillar drills, all of that kind of stuff, anything that kicks up swarf and dust and crap is going outside so that I can manufacture things out there and then bring them into this nice clean room, assemble them without having to worry about all of those particles getting into the work as I put it back together again. So that's the next job to be done out there. In this room, the next thing I'm going to do, the next video I'm going to make is I'm going to put this room to the test. So I've got a couple of light jobs that need doing. I've got some little clock kits that I can put together. I've got some model building kits that I can put together. I'm going to get all of the studio lighting and all of the cameras and everything set up where I think they need to go. And I'm going to do myself a test video to see how this room works. And then hopefully after that, I should know exactly where things need to go. So yeah, as I said, that brings you guys pretty much up to date. So hopefully I shall see you guys on the next video. Hopefully by that point I will have had a shave as well. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and go and get your hands dirty.